AM Sports Report brought to you by Hobby Habit. Silverfrost is the next standalone edge of the map series of Everdell. Beyond the snow-capped Spirecrest Mountains to the south of Everdell Valley lies the bold country of Silverfrost. It is your task to build and maintain a city in this challenging landscape. You must clear the piling snow, burn the fires to keep your citizens warm and prosperous, and complete important quests for the Rangers Guild. Find it at Hobby Habit, 411 First Street in LeGrand, just for the fun of it. LHS girls basketball won their home opener last night versus Umatilla, 58-34. It wasn't much of a test for the girls. I mean, they're going to see much better teams than this. Umatilla's a 3A team, while LeGrand's a 4A team, so it wasn't a really good gauge to see really where they're at right now. They go on the road to the Red Lion Inn tournament this weekend in Pendleton, where they'll take on Taft and Scappoose. The boys went to Umatilla. They went on the road, and they won as well, 75-62. And like I said, same thing with the girls. It's not a real test, but I was talking to a couple of the parents last night at the girls' games, and I heard that there's two new kids who, like, they're military kids, they're brothers. I don't know their name for sure, but I'll know soon once I get to a game. But I guess they're both really good hoopers, and this boys team is supposed to be good this year. So that's an upswing for LeGrand, because basketball on the boys' side has struggled a little bit in the last few years. LHS boys wrestling is in Estacada at the Ranger Classic this weekend, while the girls are in Scappoose at the Knife River Tournament. EOU volleyball swept their first game of pool play in Sioux City, Iowa. They beat Huntington. They swept them. I mean, it wasn't even much of a match, which is kind of expected. It's a 1 seed versus a 24 seed. They take on St. Thomas tomorrow morning at 7 a.m. our time. If they win that, they win their pool, and they move on to the Final 8. So that's pretty exciting for EOU volleyball. They've been in the Final 8 the last 2 years in a row. EOU men's and women's basketball both have their home and CCC openers this Friday versus LCSC. The women tip off at 12. Is that right? Yeah, at noon. It's so weird. They've been playing games in the middle of the day on Fridays, and they don't usually do that. And then, so it's women at noon, men at 2. And then they both play Walla Walla on Saturday, and those are those late games because Walla Walla's religious stuff. Those start at 6 and 8, all up at Quinn. So get up there. The women's team is 8-0. Kelsey Siegner was the player of the week in the CCC this week. She's coming in this morning for an interview, so I'll try to have that out tomorrow. Not guaranteeing anything, but I'm gonna try really hard. This weekend, the EOU men's wrestling team is in Crete, Nebraska at the Wayland Baptist Duels, while the women join them in Crete at the Doane Open. AM Sports Report brought to you by Hobby Habit, just for the fun of it.